Welcome to Shattered Ships, brought to you by Fandom Encounters. This is your DM Matt, guiding you on your pirate adventure through the seas of Corsair. Join our party, the Human Fey Wanderer Ranger Tesha Gwyn, played by Bobby, the Sea Elf Pirate Kensei Monk Trigger, played by Seth, and the Owlin Swords Bard, played by Alan, as they do their best to navigate this new world and find their place in it. In Corsair, where piracy is freedom, and freedom is dangerous. Undead, electrified creatures crawling out of the ground. Here on Shattered Ships. As last week, our party returned back to Cursed Cove, proper, the city itself. Made their plans, sort of recouped, gathered their thoughts, and prepared for what their next mission should and could be. Finally opened the Fey Kana crate that had been in their possession for a while. Discovered two magical items, one not of great use to the party at this moment, but one a little more useful. And with that opening of the crate, Tesha managed to resist some sort of magical spell built into it, thanks to a ring given to the party by an old ally, Hemlock Flourish. In researching Curse Breaker activity combined with Veritas activity, the party found themselves aiding and assisting Kettle and the Cerulean Blasters of Veritas in their next mission here. What is presumed to be a plant by Veritas. As you arrive to this area of the city, you see shattered, cracked ground of what perhaps once was a building here. And there are crowds of people gathered. It seems to have happened fairly recently, or at least gotten worse or escalated recently. As three of your allies that you see here, Kettle, Knifethorn, and Zeklin on the scene already. A flurry, a twitter, as the 3 points of this shape have reignited the crowds that have gathered, these sort of faceless tokens here on the map, are now a lot closer to danger than they once expected, as this was thought to potentially be calmed down to an extent, but is, as you can see, has been reignited as you watch from a small distance. And that is where we pick up with our party here. In initiative, their allies in the throes of this fight, seemingly confused, panicked citizens kind of in the way, as the electricity surges all around, and you can see shapes forming out of these sort of focus points. As it sort of, you go into eye shot, one person, you see Kettle and Knifethorn, these two fairly diminutive warriors on top of the roof here. Knifethorn having carried Kettle up to safety, as along these black charred lines, it is beginning to surge and crackle with energy again. Kettle spies the rest of you approaching. We thought it was done, but it's starting back up again! And with that, we'll pick up with Kachi, the first of the party in initiative. Things seem to be turning towards danger. You see these focus points. Mechanically, if you were to attack them, they do have hit points. But there are also commoners in the way of whatever is going to happen.
God, okay. Trigger, you're the fastest. Can you somehow get these people out of here, or at least try to get up by them super quickly?
Yeah, I can shoot at him. Will that make him move?
No, do not shoot at the people. Shoot at the electric people.
Okay.
Good thinking, though. I like your energy. Yeah, I guess I'll just honestly action dash. To try to get up close. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 15, 20, 25.
As you're
30,
closing in,
get
Zeklin the
up
centaur kind of has his back pressed against this building. Glad you guys are here. Good to see you, Kachi. I was keeping watch. This thing started charging up. If we can sort of... Trigger's idea is not bad. If we can try to scare people away, it might get them to run away faster. I mean, I can pick them up and carry them, but we may have to be... Any creative ways you can think of to get them to go away, it's probably for the best.
Oh, I like that. Okay, yeah. Scaring them away would be better than anything.
It motivates people pretty quick.
You're not wrong. Oh, shit. Okay. He's up next, so I'll go ahead and be like, whatever you do it big. And I'll give him a bardic inspiration.
Oh, heck yeah. This blade, like you draw your sword, the sound of the arbor forge ringing out, inspiring your allies. Sounds good.
Yep.
Any bonus bonus action was the bardic inspiration?
Bonus action was bardic inspiration, yeah. Which D8 now. I know we've.
Ooh, I
it's
will
been a minute.
set that aside. Thank you very much. That is Zeklin. He runs up toward this electric, like locust center. As he's kind of running, he draws a hand axe and tosses it at the crowd. Like, it goes wide, very much so. But as he kind of tosses it, he gives like a "get out of here!" And he's going to make an intimidation check to try to get them to run away. The DC is going to be there are the equivalent of 15 people in this crowd, so the DC is 15 to get all of them to run away.
Cool.
That is going to be a 9, but he's going to use the bardic because he could get there. That is a 7 on the bardic. That is going to be
nice.
The full. There's going to be 16, which is the DC. The commoners will basically use a reaction to run their movement to get further away, and then this group will continue running as they go, having been convinced and organized to run away. That's just one of Zeklin's attacks. His other attack is going to go for this lightning creature as he pulls out his big axe to take a swing, and that's going to be Trigger.
Okay. I believe 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Zeklin gets a
40,
nice
45,
hit.
50.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action Step of the Wind. That gets me here.
How's it going, Trigger?
Hey, do you want me to scare or shoot? I can.
You can give both a go if you want. You're able to use an attack action to scare people away. So if you wanted to split it up, that is what Zeklin did as well.
Okay. Nothing more terrifying than shooting a gun first, so I'm gonna shoot my gun at the electric thing first.
Nice.
So,
Gun
Plunderpuss. Yeah. I said gun violence. That scares people, right? That will enact change. It doesn't hit, I don't think, with a 11.
11 is not going to do it. Just a resounding.
Great. But I just made a loud noise, to which I then shout over to the other group of people. I was like, hey, yeah, I'm a child with a gun. I'm terrifying. Somebody should really put some laws and boundaries on who's able to hold a gun. Also, I knew a guy who had herpes once. Ah!
Getting the important things out there. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check for this. I'd say the closest one is probably going to be the one that would see this all happening to you. I'd let you choose left or right, whichever one you think.
No, yeah, they can see me better in there. In fact, I'll have positioned myself a little bit better that way, so I have more of a direct line of sight. Intimidation check, of course. I am very tiny, but I am intimidating. 13, so not quite enough.
Not quite enough. That is essentially that is like 2/3 of them, so it's easier to get them to go away next time.
Okay. And I believe that is my turn.
Nice. Also on initiative 15 is going to be a lair action. I need everyone within 30 feet of sort of the triangle created by these 3 points to give me a dexterity saving throw.
$16.
I'm going to double see the distance to Kachi. I think Kachi might be clear. Kachi is clear, yeah. So basically it's, for this round, it is just Trigger and some NPCs. I'll roll for Zeklin. Zeklin passes. Would you say you got a 16?
Yeah.
That is a pass. Kettle fails, and Knife Thorn fails. The crew that you just screamed to run away is beginning to collect and gather themselves. They got a 17 on a save. They passed, but the other crowds do fail. And that one is 35 feet away. That is only going to be 7 lightning damage to anyone who fails, which is only going to affect the crowds, Kettle and Knife Thorn. Kettle is in good shape, but as you can see, this electricity tear into the various crowds of people. They are looking to be in very dire straits. Nowhere near as strong of adventurers or well-tested individuals as you all are. This doesn't mean that every single person here is on death's door. This is just a dire consequence for someone in this crowd. No one in that crowd is perhaps dead yet, but if something like that were to happen again, it would be a distinct possibility. As this lightning crackles through the field, it leaves behind lingering remnants of something else. As small little gremlins take a position climbing out of the electrified field here, poking their heads out of this crevice. Small, tiny versions of these focus points here. And there are 7 of them. Almost looks like bodies kind of composed of electricity. It seems like they've picked up pieces of rubble and metal that were like inside of this building here to like create a electrified sort of mechanical zombie, essentially. And with that, they are going to begin a charge.
Oh.
They appear to be actually do have 30 feet of movement, which is nice. And as they kind of appear, they begin looking for who to kind of like where to kind of go for. The ones who have no hope of reaching Zeklin and Trigger, who are making their presence known, are going to attempt. Technically, the ones in here are inside this building, so they'll dash to get outside. 3 of them are going to try to climb onto this building, as the other 2 will dash over to kind of get in with Zeklin here. It's going to be 3 athletics checks to climb onto a building. The 2, that's a 9 and an 18. One of them does manage to climb up and dash up to Kettle. And then this other one is going to be able to get in ranged with Zeklin. Trigger is... Oh, no, they dash to get there. So they close in with Zeklin, but they aren't able to make attacks. Now, Gwyn, from a distance, you begin to see chaos and movement on this battlefield beginning to escalate as the energy here is ramped up.
Yes. Chaos is beginning to break out, and I want to get control of this situation. So I am going to run 30 feet forward. And like I hear crowds, I hear commotion, I can begin to see the scorch of this. So I'm going to look upward 90 feet in the air. And I am going to cast Summon Beast in the flying moth form.
Oh, cool.
With my action.
Very cool. It would be cooler if I had drawn that yet, but I haven't.
It's okay. It can be
Darn
a little...
that. Why aren't you the best
I'm
DM
sorry.
of all
So
time?
we'll have our standard little friend. Does their name change depending on their form, or are they always going to be...
No, I think it's always the same, like, creation. It's just like, what form is it in? But I want it to be flying, and with a bonus action's worth of words, because I don't have a bonus action, but one day I will. But not now. And I would like to just yell, like, follow the moth to safety!
Very cool.
Because the moth will go after me. And I am really going to lead the crowds away. And so I want it to be high up enough that it's above the buildings, easy to be seen,
Nice.
just like glowing. And I imagine it's kind of like arcanely blessed in some aspects, but I do like this like fiery body motif. I imagine like it emits a light. I don't know if I want it to like on fire, but I like the idea that it's bright and like it is the moth following its own flame kind of energy with in regards to itself. It is evolved, you know, and it goes after me. And then it will dash on its turn and move 120 feet north on this map.
Oh, hell
so that people have a very clear... And if it has to... We'll pull it back maybe so that it can fly up a bit so that things can see it or whatever.
It like begins up, leading up. I'll say this is definitely enough. You've kind of like as a beacon to this thing.
Right.
Given the crowd something to follow. With it being sort of tied to your magic, I'll let you choose a skill check to make on this. But you can say like it's flying over 2 of the groups. One has been partially convinced by Trigger, and one has not been. Which one would you like it to focus on?
I feel like... Well, ideally, I'm trying to get everyone to look at it. So I just want to probably make as much noise as possible. I would imagine it's more of a persuasion, but I would probably do the one that the people aren't paying attention.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
or whatever one's more central. I want, because I feel like groups will see groups, so whatever's more central.
Cool. More central, it'll make it a much easier check for you, but it guarantees this group is going to get out of here. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check to get this group to first group to follow.
That's not the right dice. Let me even look at what it rolled. It's not the pink one. It's the persuasion check. Okay. Okay. 14 plus 9 is 23.
Excellent. They can use their reaction to run in the direction the moth is leading them. They're cutting through kind of like the rubble of this building that's left behind. Clamoring kind of just in this direction, trusting this magical moth. And I'll say on your companion's turn, as long as they're here and illuminated, they can make a check alongside you, like using your like stats
Okay.
and things. So you've effectively created a beacon.
Nice. That's what I kind of wanted. It's not gonna fight much. And then let me make its little hit points of my D10s. I've wanted to have a summon for like 6 years playing this game. I'm like, yes. And that is my turn.
Nice.
I'm on my way.
Tell everybody you're on your way. That brings us to these electrical creatures. And then with Zeklin so close, it's basically this one down here closest to you all as like the point of this triangle. Looks kind of between Trigger and Zeklin and can reach Zeklin, so it's going to go for him. That is a 14 to hit as I check Zeklin's AC, but I think that's going to miss. That is, he has an AC 12 barbarian, so that will hit. As you see this electrified creature, very similar to the smaller versions of itself. It's almost like has like a metal carapace filled with almost like this living electricity inside of it. And as it kind of reaches out towards Zeklin, it like almost like sends a current into him, and then these like metal teeth follow and grab onto him. That's a good roll. That is 25 lightning damage to Zeklin. Leaving.
Is that halved because he's raging?
Is that, is he really? What kind of? Does that
I didn't narrate it, but he didn't use a bonus action. I'll say he raged, so we will half that.
Okay.
He is a totem because that's the easiest for an NPC.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So 12 damage. He's not bloodied, but as he grabs onto Zeklin, he like you hear like a whirring, like, and he begins to almost like force Zeklin into the ground, and like Zeklin's like back, like horse side is being pulled down into the ground, but like his axe is bracing himself from going down all the way. He has not been fully buried alive just yet.
Okay. That's good. He hasn't been fully buried alive just yet.
As the
There
other one,
were a lot of qualifiers in that statement.
That's crazy.
One of these is going to dash to get a little closer to the commotion, kind of at this like southern area, and this other one is going to kind of like look at the combatants around Kettle and Knifethorn. These big ones seemingly don't notice Kettle and Knifethorn, and instead, without any other targets, is going to go for this batch of this crowd over here. The crowd has an armor class of 10, and with a natural 2, this thing misses. It closes up with this party, but in their panic and terror, they are somehow harder to hit, as this panic lends itself to a helpful version of chaos. Knifethorn up on top of the roof, kind of looking down, is going to attempt to cast Entangle, kind of on the area down here by the south. Looking at like, okay, all of our strongest people are down over this way, and is going to try to basically just tie up everyone who's down here. That's a natural 1. That's a natural
There's
3.
so much thunder by me.
That's a natural 8. All of these 3 enemies down here. The 3 lightning enemies here, this bottom corner, are entangled as Knifethorn just almost fighting the electricity on the surface. Sends vines pulling up around the enemies, holding them in place, so they are all restrained. And I'm going to say, if anyone wants to try to pull Zeklin, or if he tries to break himself out, he'll have advantage on it, because they are affecting the ground here. Last in the round is the commoner's turn. The ones who have been scared into retreating will use their actions to disengage and then move, following the moth to the flame, putting some distance between them and these electrifying enemies, bringing us to the top of the round with Kettle. Kettle up on top here will use a club to strike one of these guys, having Shillelagh onto a frying pan and swing it at these electric creatures, but that's a natural 6, and she is going to miss. But we'll call down to this injured group that managed to avoid. That was a lucky one! Get the hell out! And is going to use a persuasion check as well. DC is a 3 because that's how much health they have left, and she succeeds. They can use their reaction to run 30 feet. Which brings us back to Kachi. A little bit closer to the chaos here. Crowds beginning to listen and get some distance. What is Kachi gonna do?
Yeah, Kachi's he's gonna fly up here. I'm gonna get to the top of this roof. How tall is this building?
Probably 15, 20 feet.
Okay, cool. So 5'10", so 20 feet should just get me right on the edge of that. Then just going straight up. That's 120. Cool. So getting up on top of the building, he's gonna look over the side and try to Eldritch Blast these 2 little impish dudes.
Nice, the ones kind of on the ground here.
Zeklin.
You have advantage as they are restrained by Knifethorn.
Amazing. Dirty 20 to hit. I'll do the first one in front of Zeklin twice.
Nice, yeah. Boom, 1, 2. Hit it with 2 of these blasts.
Okay, the second one on that same one is a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And then, natural 20 on the last one. So that'll be the one to the left of him.
Very nice.
Okay, we'll do the first one. That's an 8 and 2, so that's 10 points of, what is it? It's not radiant, is it?
Force damage.
Force damage, yeah, so 10 to the one on the right.
Nice. I think with Eldritch Blast, it might only be a D10 unless you get Agonizing Blast.
No. It's a D10, but it's 3 shots, right?
At level 6, it's 2 shots.
2 shots. My bad.
No sweat. I thought you had rolled twice, that was your rolling for advantage. Otherwise, I would have jumped in soon.
Yes.
I'd say if you want to go for
no
one
worries.
hit on one and the crit on the other, we can do that.
Yeah, awesome. Let's do that. So the first roll I did was just an 8 on the one on the right, and now I'll do the natural 20.
Nice. One on the right is bloody.
Cool. Okay, so that's only 9 on the one on the left.
Also bloodied, but still standing.
Okay. Okay.
Looking rough.
What was sorry, gang. I definitely thought I had 3 on that. And then I'll give Zeklin another bardic. Be like, get out of there, you fool!
No, I've got this. I'm pretty confident you can help somebody else out if you need to. He has to use his
You're
action to
literally
break
being
out. So
buried
if you wanted to
alive.
throw it to someone else, you could.
Okay. Trigger.
Who, me?
You're
As
doing
a
great.
second choice? Okay.
Saying who goes next, I figured you might be the most helpful in the next round.
if each of us only had 6 seconds to act, and we happened to do so in sequential order, yeah.
Zeklin manages to break out as his action, and he uses his hoofs as a bonus action to take out the weakened little guy that Kachi brought to death's door. They are restrained, so they can't do anything to him. So he'll press on. 25, 40. He can't get too close. So he'll kind of just stay in the middle here. That is Trigger.
Bad you moved, Zeklin.
If I'm in the way, I'll move.
No, you're fine. We're really working in such great team. Okay, I will, I guess. Did we decide that Stunning Strike works on my Plunderpuss if I am doing it from melee distance?
Yeah, if you're melee distance, it works.
Great. So we'll just take Zeklin's spot up there. And I'm going to take some attacks. So first attack with my Plunderpuss.
With advantage, because everyone here failed their save against
everyone is
entangle.
restrained. Oh, that's great. Amazing. Never mind. Zeklin, you're fine. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Natural 19 for
doubted
like...
me?
Literally all the time. It's fine.
I love
27.
That will hit.
Yeah, believe it or not. Great, and I will try to pump a Stunning Strike in on that one, so could I get a
Constitution
save?
saving throw.
Yes, please.
That is a 19. Lucky with the roll.
That's okay. That's okay.
Actually,
We
like
shoot again.
It's like you punch in, like you hit a metal piece that like a magnet, and then just shoves your hand back out.
Oh, this is kind of strange. Didn't like it. That is 10 points of damage on that. I Plunderpuss again. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Another Stunning Strike.
Ooh. That one is much less lucky. That is a 5.
He is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
And then I'm going to take another... oh wait, let me roll my little damage here. That is 15 points of damage.
Ooh. With that, he is bloodied.
Great. And then I'm gonna do an unarmed strike real quick. So backhand him with the Plunderpuss.
Nice.
Little 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
8 points of damage.
Very nice. On death's door. But with it being stunned, I'm going to say the lair action cannot conduct between this one. So the only people in danger are those between the 2 active constructs. So anyone within a 30-foot area of this, which...
I was going to say, actually, since they were restrained, I was going to take a step back again, if that was okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you all.
It would appear one group of commoners is still within range, having used 30 feet. Doesn't quite get them out. Zeklin, Knifethorn, and Kettle are within range as well. I'll go ahead and roll for that group of commoners. That is a 16, which saves. They do not take damage. That is a failure from Kettle, a pass from Knifethorn, and I have to look up a stat for Zeklin. A failure from Zeklin. He was close. Which is going to be another 7 damage to those that fail. Luckily, only 2 people failed, and none of them include commoners, because that would have been bad. Half damage for Zeklin, who is raging, but it does mean that more of these little gremlins have joined the fray. But since I'm going to half how many are summoned, because all 3 focus points weren't activated, so only 3 instead of 7 join. As they pop onto the battlefield and sort of like and begin to run about. Again, one of them will use oh no, that was that one. This one made it onto the roof before. No one is really in range there, so they're going to crowd Zeklin. Let's go 3. Dash, get hindered by the rough terrain. And dash and get hindered by the rough terrain here. So 3 attacks coming at Zeklin. 2 of them are going to try to make climb checks to get on top of this building. Natural 20 and an 18. They do get on their building with dash actions. So they close in with your allies on the roof. But only one of them is making attacks this turn. Going to come for Kettle. That's an 8, is not going to hit. Kettle and Knifethorn kind of back to back, unsure what to do and where to go from here. And then attacks coming towards Zeklin. That is a one miss and 2 hits to Zeklin. Barbarian doing what he's basically best at. 20 half to 10 damage from these little guys. With that, Zeklin is looking a little bloodied despite being a barbarian, but is comfortable in the battlefield. Which brings us to Gwyn.
Yes, and I would like to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up against this building, and I'm going to fire 2 shots, one at each of the big thing and the little thing inside the entangled.
Very nice. Both still advantage from the entangle.
Right. So on the little one, that's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Was that the big one?
No, that was the little one. The big one is a 21 to hit.
Both will hit, and they are both so low that you don't have to bother rolling damage. There's no way they will survive. Everyone who is entangled has been completely pulverized.
Nice.
As you see, Trigger being the closest, as this big creature, like Gwyn's arrow goes into it, and almost like it shorts it out, this electricity like shines, like glows kind of white, and then all at once these metal pieces almost like combine, like almost like a magnetic force is pulling them together, and it sort of just drops onto the ground.
Coral.
That's my turn. I'm good with that. And then the moth oleander will go and is going to fly just a bit further, but use their action, like their movement, just to fly a bit more away, to leave further away. And then pink die is 25 persuasion check.
I'd say that's good enough to convince like both of these groups of commoners to get a little bit further away.
Cool.
The ones who are kind of here in danger.
Yeah, I'll say
pull
maybe
them.
it goes that way. Yeah.
They're the ones that are still in range of anything.
Right. Move them out a little bit.
The other group is just panicking for panic's sake.
Right. But I'm good with that.
As the moth continues to fly away, another one of these big electric like constructs begins to charge forward, sprinting towards you and closing trigger. Has to use a dash action to get to you, so can't do anything to you this turn. And is just out of range of Zeklin, so we'll have to dash to Zeklin as well, and hold there. Which brings us to Knifethorn, not exactly a combatant, but will do a little shocking grasp. No, because they're electricity, so they'll do a firebolt at disadvantage. Unfortunately, that is not going to hit as they attempt to blast this thing away, but they let Tangle kind of go down and brace up here with Kettle. That is the commoners. All of the commoners have been, the ones who haven't been convinced that are in kind of like a state of panic are so far away from the danger of the battlefield right now that they are on the opposite side of the field. And the ones who are like calmed to an extent use their actions to dash following the moth, getting themselves further from danger. The one that was initially convinced by Kachi manages to run kind of away. There were no commoner casualties on this battlefield. I suppose something could still happen, but it's very unlikely. Everyone is kind of going towards the people attacking them. Those other two are likely safe. So with with them squared away, that is going to be Kettle's turn. She'll use a bonus action to throw a healing word at Zeklin, member of her party. Okay, I'm so glad you guys showed up when you did.
Yeah, this seems to be like a running kind of thing.
I guess so. And I mean, when I joined this team, like Strut was the strongest, and then they left. I don't know if I don't even know where Onyx is, but the three of us aren't really. Thank you.
Excuses don't help when you're walking the plank.
And shillelagh to knock one of these things back and deal 6 damage from this rooftop, and that is Kachi's turn.
All right. Okay. I'm going to get up on this side. Well, is this like a 5-10 foot ledge? Is it like a?
It's like a steepled roof, so you can like.
Yeah. Hop up on it. 5, 10, 15, 20. Shit. Is this guy up here? Is he up on the roof?
No, he was dashing. He was dashing in this direction. I'll move him 5 feet that way. He hasn't gotten to the roof just yet. It seems that he looks like he's going to try.
Okay, that makes this a little easier then. Okay, with 20, go with one more. I will throw out. Let's do a big one. I'm going to throw out a shatter. I should be able to get it with a 60-foot radius. Oldie but a goodie. Yeah, perfect. Is there anywhere I can throw this so that Zeklin's not in it? But these 3 are. think. Oh, wait, 10? Nope, that one doesn't get it. All right, yeah, I'll just center it on this big guy, and try to get like the big guy and this one on the right of him.
Very nice. I'd say if you go like, because you're avoiding Knife Thorn and Kettle as well.
Yeah.
They're on the rooftop,
Well,
so they're like
I was gonna say they're on the
20. They're almost like eye level with you across the battlefield. So if you throw, as long as you throw it lower, you can get these.
It might destabilize the building, but they'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah, I'll throw it there then. So those two will need a con save.
Big guy, little guy, little guy. That is an 18 and a 13 from the little guys.
18 passes.
And
13 does
13
not.
from the big guy.
13 does not.
Two of them will take full damage as you release this shatter on the battlefield.
Not great. Not great at all.
What are you doing? We need to get you a shatter enhancing.
Shatter enhancer.
Do you want me to get just like a glass
allowed.
bottle and I
Spell
can
that is like an enhancer for your shatter.
Yeah.
That'll be a 13 thunder damage.
Nice. 13 damage is enough to tear apart one of these little guys who failed this save.
Right.
And by mathematics, it is exactly enough to bring this other one to about half health. That's exactly how much health they have. This big one failed will take 13 damage as well, as this sound ripples through the battlefield. As you're up on this roof, Kachi, give me a perception check.
Can do it. Da, da, da. 13.
Nice. You have like a good scope of the battlefield. You essentially see kind of what is here. Like, you're able to see kind of like this V-shaped formation. When they kind of went off to make this like triangular shape before, that isn't what like carved these ruts into the ground. At one point, there was something that happened that was much larger, and you get the sense that these are like the after effects. These are like ripples that have stemmed from one more devastating impact.
With a 13, do I get the sense that, like, if this was a V, right, it would be like if I was making a V in the ground, I would start at the top, go to the middle, and go up. Do I get the sense that, like, this was, like, from the lower point and almost, like, aimed at two separate entities?
Ooh,
or
I would
like,
say, as you're kind of looking at it, the three, like, points look very similar.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't seem like the damage is necessarily stronger at any of the three.
Okay. Interesting. Cool. Keep that in my back pocket for later. For the baby spellcaster, now that I've done a shatter as my action, can I do a bonus action healing word, or that'd be two spells in one?
In a
so
turn.
Okay. Cool.
Unable to do so.
Cool. Damn.
If you were to eventually do a fighter multi-class, there's some debate, but I think if you action surge, you can cast 2 spells technically.
Ooh. Heard. Understood. Very good. Well, that'll be my action then. That'll be my turn.
That is Zeklin in here. He'll go reckless to try to finish off these little guys here. That's going to be a hit, and he'll take out the one that you've damaged, Kachi. The same 1-2 punch as before, and that's going to be a second hit, and I'll roll damage on this one. And Zeklin managed to take another one of these out as well. So these... Where's my little cursor? These 2 little lightning creatures that were grouped up with Zeklin slices through both of them with his axe. and this one is still here, so he's not going to do too much to kind of run away. Still looking a little bloodied, but he's fairly strong. And that is going to be Trigger.
Oh, hi, you're big. I'm gonna like go in between its legs. I don't really know. I'm just scurrying around to the other side of it, so I don't leave its area of attack of opportunity.
Oh, nice. Just kind of
area
circling around.
But because my eyes have been caught by like the shiny amalgamation of metal that just kind of condensed into a ball.
Yes.
And I want to kind of. I should be. What am I looking at here?
Yeah, you're like, it's like within, like, if you were to like kind of like reach down, you can get a hand on it or pick it up if you wanted to.
Sure. I touch shiny things. That's fine.
Nice. It looks to be about like a maybe like a not quite a foot long like metal like cylinder or canister. As you like go to touch it, it feels like strangely cold as you kind of lay a hand on it. And it's way lighter than you expect it to be as you kind of pick it up. There seems to be some kind of inscription on the outside, but as you like look at it very quickly in this moment, you don't get a chance to truly decipher necessarily what it is.
Gwen, this seems like something you'd like. And I'm gonna toss it to Gwen if I can.
Nice. Object interaction, you can toss it to Gwen.
There's a lot more reading than I'm capable of doing right now, but I can shoot pretty good. So I'll shoot the guy.
Nice. Plunger puss out.
Plunger puss. 16.
16 will hit.
Great. That is 7 points of damage. I will pump a stunning strike in there. Why not?
Very nice. That is a 7.
Yeah! Burn through my key points. Okay, I attack again.
It is the perfect time to stun them, because you know the lair action follows.
Oh, yeah, I do. That is 217, so I don't know. 25. An additional 8 points of damage.
Ooh, baby.
And then I'll come on in with a little pop. Or just a single pop.
Nice.
For 9 points of damage there.
Very nice. Doing some hits on this big guy here. That is the lair action, and with this guy stunned, can't do anything. So Trigger and Kachi, who are potentially within 30 feet of this thing, it's done. It does not incorporate itself into the lair action, so it's only Knifethorn, Kettle, and Zeklin. Unfortunately, all three of them do fail. And
yeah.
They take 12 damage.
Ooh.
Zeklin, it is halved to 6, so he's still up with 11 hit points. That is the first time Knifethorn has taken a hit, but they do not have a lot of hit points. So they are looking bloodied here as well. And that is bad news for Kettle. Let's just say, in total, the entire Cerulean Blasters have 15 hit points. And it was halved when there were 2, and halved again because only one of them went off. But 3 of these little creatures appear out of this electric
Does Kettle die? Can Kettle die in the story? Is that allowed?
Technically, as long as the 3 of you don't do it, you don't break a bond with Marilyn.
I like that you're like, yeah, she could. Okay.
And that is the little gremlin's turn. These three
man.
new ones, one of them will dash toward the building. Close with Zeklin. Close with Zeklin. And close with Trigger. It's going to be an attack towards Trigger. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit. But for 3 piercing damage. I'll jot that down so when he gets back. Not a whole lot. 2 attacks towards Zeklin. Both of those are going to hit. Just enough to take Zeklin down. The Cerulean Blasters now collectively have 4 hit points. One of these is going to make a check to climb onto the building with Kachi. It is going to pass. So it has to use an action to dash and then finish climbing up to Kachi, but closes with Kachi. And then there are 3 over here with Kettle and Knife Thorn. That's going to be 1 attack at Knife Thorn. That's going to hit. Knife Thorn was at 3. Knife Thorn also goes down. And then 2 attacks towards Kettle.
This is all you.
There's a natural 3. It's a miss. And a double checking because it's close. 13 would have hit Kettle, but she cast Barkskin. So it does not hit Kettle. Kettle is still up and looking nervous.
Right? Knife Thorn had 3. Kettle has 1.
Kettle has 1. Uh-huh.
Right? Okay.
Fuck!
Cerulean Blasters. I guess technically the Cerulean Blasters that are here have 1. That is Tesha.
Great. I'm okay. Let's think this out. I'm too far away to Misty Step and help Zeklin. So can't do that. Put that away from your mind because that can't happen. Is this thing stunned? Big thing is stunned right here, right?
Big thing is stunned until Trigger's next turn.
I know 1 arrow is going that way. But no other little gremlin has been hit, correct?
That is correct. All the ones that are out have not been damaged by anyone. They're fresh. I think. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, basically, as someone's been hit, they've been finished off.
Well, that's impressive of us. Okay, I'm still want to stay away from it. Okay, I am gonna run. Sorry. Oh my god, this is bad. I'm running and I'm shooting at the 2 things really close to me.
Nice. Knocking 2 arrows and
yes, firing at that stunned one. Thank God. That is a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 9 cold damage and 4 psychic damage.
Very nice. It is bloodied.
Okay, and then firing a shot at the little thing at 11.
An 11 will not hit the little ones.
Good.
It like kind of like ducks and it goes like glancing off.
Okay, and then with my bonus action, I would like. Oh my god, I don't want to die. Is this so stupid? What's the point of this? Hold on one second. Let me go check and see if I did my math wrong. Oh, I did. Oh, it's fine. I'll just stay here. my turn.
That is
I-
these electric creatures. One is going to move through.
Well, it's the moth's turn.
Oh, yes. After your turn, it is the moth.
I'm so sorry. Yes. I would like the moth to dash. Like now that the crowds have been
Yes.
led astray.
Everyone has been led astray. It can return without drawing the crowds back.
Yes, and it is trying to get around Kettle and defend Kettle
Very nice.
and the bodies over there.
Dashes back
Its
in,
hands
back
on the
up
target.
Kettle. Excellent. One of these creatures is going to dash to get close enough to trigger, and the other is going to do nothing because it's stunned. I forgot. That is Knife Thorn. So we're gonna roll a death save for Knife Thorn.
It'd be so crazy that you debuted NPC art and then they immediately
And then
died.
everyone died. You see on the battlefield, basically, Kachi, you had the best view of the battlefield. You see these crowds that have kind of been ignored begin to calm and disperse, as if calmed by someone. That is Kettle. Kind of looks at like the backup that you've provided here. Like, okay, great. Flying Moth is good. Let's do this. Will bonus action healing word Zeklin. With a good amount of hit points. 9 hit points to Zeklin, so Zeklin is no longer down. There we go. And I'm gonna roll a little luck check to see what Kettle's gonna do, because I don't really know which. Instinct is more healing to like stabilize Knife Thorn, but I'm gonna roll to see. She will try to stabilize Knife Thorn. The medicine check. And succeeds. Knife Thorn is stabilized, but at 0 hit points. So I'll leave the red X there for now, but is no longer rolling death saving throws, which is good because they failed their first one. That is Kachi. Little gremlin
All right.
in the face.
Shit. Everybody's going down. Not good. I will get here. I am going to go for a attack with my rapier. I'll also see. I have to. Yeah, you know what? It hits. Okay, so let's see if I can hit first, and then I might do something. Okay. That is a natural roll 20 for a 27.
Ooh, not bad, Kachi. Go ahead and roll damage.
Amazing. Okay. So I'm also going to add a mobile flourish to this with a bardic. Does that also double the bardic?
It sure does. That's a dice roll, so you get to roll that twice.
Incredible. Okay. So we're gonna do 2d8.
Like mini smites.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bardic
I
smites,
love it.
essentially.
Bardic
Okay, so it's 48 total. So let's see if I can kill this thing. That'd be great if I did. Cocked. Cocked again. Okay, 14 to start. Are they still up?
They are not.
Yeah,
Slice
nice.
through them cleanly, without even looking.
Okay. Dead. Fucking gone. We're gonna get to the edge of the building. We're gonna cast Healing Word to Knife Thorn.
Nice.
Like, get up! You're too young to die.
Cast healing word and
since-
just sputtering. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Get up. I'll just do it as a first. I'll do it at second level.
Knifethorn's hair is standing
because-
on end. It was before as well, in a mohawk, but with the electricity, it's also standing on end.
1, 4. So it's 8 points of
Oh,
healing
wow.
to them.
That is more than half their hit points.
Amazing. Hell yeah, it's not blooded anymore.
That feels
Give them
that
that.
feels great.
Hell
wow.
yeah. Good.
Hell yeah.
Help Kettle! Don't let her die!
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
But that'll be all I can do for right now, though.
Nice. Not a bad move. Anything? The maneuvering flourish. Did you need it for anything, or were you just trying to add damage? I think you may have muted yourself, Alan.
Thank you. With the nat 20, it technically got them on that roll, so the mobile flourish wasn't technically needed because what I was gonna do was like push them 5 feet over the edge of the
okay, I see.
building. But I said I was gonna use it, so I went ahead and
You
I'll
just,
still count it.
you just did it to look even cooler.
Even cooler. Look at me now. No one's up here. Fuck. No one sees how cool I am.
I had a Baldur's Gate 3 image of my head. Like Zeklin came back. I was like, oh yeah, Zeklin only has a bonus action. Nope, that's just Baldur's Gate. That is not D&D.
Yeah.
It's like this has happened countless times. Like after Kettle heals Zeklin, okay, and just comes up swinging, recklessly. Still, that's going to be a hit on the first one, and a hit on the second one on these creatures around it. There's going to be 8 damage to the first one, leaving it bloodied. And that's going to be 11 damage to the other one, leaving it bloodied as well. Isn't enough to finish one off. He has to roll well for that to happen. But they are still here, but looking much more damaged. That brings us to Trigger's turn.
Cool. I did have to step away. Did I take any damage or anything?
You
from
took
the little
3
guy?
damage from one of these little electric creatures.
Thank you.
I rolled a 1 on its damage dice.
Alright. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna try, and the one who is stunned is looking bloody.
It is looking bloodied.
Great.
Gwen
We'll-
hit it and did some damage.
We'll start there. 20 something to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah. That is 11 points of damage.
That is enough to finish it off, Trigger. You have yourself another one of these golden canisters.
Cool. Tachi, this one's for you. I toss it up on the roof. I just can't read.
You get tossed a very small Scream canister from Monsters, Inc. I realized that was what I was picturing.
It turns out that laughter is more powerful. And then...
Use your action to laugh.
I know that another one of these things is coming up. So I'm going to turn and I'm going to shoot at my guy the big guy behind me.
Yeah, you finish off one of these big guys. There's another one of these electric constructs behind you.
Okay, so that is probably not going to hit, but I do still have my bard. What's the, what do I get with my bardic, Alan?
A D8.
Oh, yeah.
And they come back on short rests now.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, but that was a very bad roll on a D8, so that is still only a 14 to hit, which I don't
only
think
a
does.
14 is enough to hit the big guy.
Oh my God. Okay, all right, perfect. I'm gonna hit him, but I'm also gonna pump my thunder damage into him for the day. So my initial
And it's thunder damage, so it does
is,
take this. That would
yeah, 15 and
lightning
then,
damage would have been a problem.
yeah. So 21 points of damage on that. Can I?
Baby, looking bloody.
Oh, let's see. Let's go for my bonus action. Unarmed strike.
Hell yeah.
Feeling okay. Feeling okay. I should have not felt okay. Okay. 12 will not hit.
12 will not hit. That is correct.
Yeah. So that's just the rub.
I managed to take one of these out so it can't do its connected charge at the end of Trigger's turn. The lair action does go off, which means anyone within 30 feet, that does include Zeklin. 30 feet away is Kachi, but he is on a roof, so I'm going to say he is out of range. So Gwyn, Trigger, and Zeklin, that's going to be a dexterity saving throw.
And Matt, would you say this damage is coming from this creature?
Yes.
Okay, well, I just got a natural 20 on my dexterity saving throw, so 27.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Zeklin gets advantage.
Right,
Oh.
did I take damage from it, though?
You did not. If you pass, you don't take any damage.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
The phrasing is when you take damage from a creature.
I see.
So it's
For
not
your
an attack. I thought it might be an attack, but it's just damage.
It's just damage. Oh, that's not good to know.
Yeah.
What you got, Trigger?
17.
17. Everyone passes, so the die roll is only going to be for how many of these creatures are summoned. That is 12 creatures summoned, halved to 6 because there was only 2, halved to 3 because there's only 1 remaining. I did roll 12 2 times in a row.
Is it a D12?
It is.
Nice.
Not unfortunate.
And it's my Siri from Witcher D12, so it has the School of the Cat
Here
logo.
are matches for Witcher.
I didn't tell you to listen.
She said, but I'm going to listen.
I'm always listening. Is what
Just
she
say thank you. Just let her
Siri
know
has a
that we
crush on
appreciate.
or Siri has a crush on Siri, and now I've said that voice, that name
So many times.
I didn't realize that's why it was listening until I said it twice in a row. But 3 of these little goblins have arrived onto the battlefield, kind of appearing on this area. 2 of them are going to try to climb this building here. One of them makes it, and one of them fails. So one of them does get within range of Kachi. The other one is just kind of clambering up at this door, doing its best. That means 1 is left to circle with Trigger. 3 are here with Trigger. 2 with Zeklin, and then 3 with your other allies. It's going to be 1 attack coming at Kachi. That is a natural 5.
Get out of here.
That's a miss. 2 attacks coming for your summoned beast. Yes, Oleander. I thought I was making that up, but I wrote it down. Coming for Oleander. That
It's
is
the name of the type of moth.
21 and a 19.
Those both hit.
For a total of 12 damage.
All right, they're still up.
But that's both attacks directed towards Oleander instead of Kettle. 1 attack coming for Knife Thorn. That is a natural 4. That is going to miss. 2 attacks at Zeklin. It's going to be a hit. And that is going to be another hit on Zeklin. That is enough to bring Zeklin back down to 0.
God damn it.
The attacks on Trigger.
Yeah, bring it to me. Bring it.
These little electric gremlins coming for you.
I want to feel something.
Dirty 20, a 16, and a 15.
Ow. Felt that. Just the dirty 20.
Excellent. That is going to be 6 total lightning damage.
This reminds me of that one time that I was out in the storm on the ship during a lightning storm, and three-legged Dendro said, "You bet that I couldn't get struck by lightning," and then I did. Great.
Somehow the lightning just loves Trigger.
Yeah. Everybody does. It's a pretty well-known fact. I'm universally beloved.
It's true. And that is Gwyn.
Boom! Running this way.
Nice.
I am going to fire a shot at the big one.
Heck,
Let's
yes.
see.
Fire that shot.
Please stop being terrible. 13.
13 exactly hits.
Okay. And that is 8 cold damage and 4 psychic damage.
Ooh, on death's door. This one, as like you see, like almost like the canister you're holding in your hand, and you see it like connecting to the one Kachi's holding. It almost feels like static electricity is building. It seems like, okay, something might happen.
Am I about to explode? Is what I'm about. But let's think about that after I fire this next shot. So let's shoot at it one more time. That's a 21, and so this won't have the psychic damage. Ooh, I rolled really bad. 5 cold damage.
That is still enough as this lightning strikes into this creature. Rather than metallically or magnetically collapsing on this one, it hits and responds to your attack, and these canisters that you and Kachi are holding begin to glow and shake. I need dexterity saving throws from Kachi and Gwyn.
Trevor, what did you give me?
And I need 2 dexterity saving throws from Trigger.
I thought it was going to be like a cool, fun thing. I didn't think it was going to be like a blow up in your face thing.
And
What's going on? Are you kidding me?
25 and a 19.
9.
9.
The one time I'm gonna get hurt this battle is because Trigger gave me a bomb.
That's not normally what bombs look like in my experience.
That is a so as this the last of kind of this this current. I think that's what electricity is. It's like a closed this circuit.
Mm-hmm.
As the last member of this circuit goes down, this pulse goes out from all 3 of these things, and essentially what is a lightning ball goes off in Gwyn and Kachi's hands, which will be 27 damage to Gwyn, who failed. And
is this lightning damage?
Lightning damage.
I will cast Absorb Element.
Nice. And so you take 13 damage, the very same as Kachi, who passes.
Fuck.
And then Trigger, I need 2 dexterity saving throws from you.
Yeah, I got a 25 and 18.
Pass and pass. You take half damage twice, so you take 26 lightning damage. Zeklin would take both damages twice, but he's already down, so he has just 2 failed death saving throws. And as the explosion kind of detonates, these smaller creatures are decimated by this explosion, those that are in range. But this larger creature appears to have charged back up.
God.
I maintained concentration.
Oh, nice.
What happens to the canisters?
The canisters are inert in both of your hands. They had this cold energy kind of filling them before, but they kind of warm to room temperature again. And what was the structure before, this canister, is now crumpled in your hands. They appear to be dead. You can still see the writing on the sides, but they appear to no longer have a sort of magical essence to them.
Is there any writing on them?
There is, as you look at it. You give me an Arcana check.
Right. Because don't forget my moth. My moth still needs to go.
Yes, it does.
I got a 7, 9.
In the heat of the moment, kind of here in this battle, this thing exploded in your hand, and you just don't have the chance to decipher it, but it feels arcane.
Right. There's some kind of stuff on it.
There's something going on.
Perfect. And then I just want my moth to make an attack on the one that's next to it.
Nice. Absolutely.
16?
16 will hit.
Okay, and then I just need to double check the damage. 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. Well, it's a 1 plus 4 plus 2. 7 force piercing damage.
That is exactly how much health this one here at the bottom had. The weaker of the two gets attacked by Oleander, slicing through one of these little gremlins who are looking at their friends who just exploded, oh.
And then it'll just kind of float that way a little bit.
Nice. Floating
Bring
that way.
a touch of humanity.
We'll take an attack of opportunity from its target, or from this other one.
Wait, what? What other one?
From the one on top.
Where's the one on top?
It finished off the one on. It was there was 2 on it. If it wants to just stay within melee range, one space.
Oh no, it has flyby. It cannot make an opportunity.
Well,
attack. I'm sorry.
that's
It's flying.
Oh.
That's fine.
Never mind. It does not.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot.
The little
Not
electric
flyby.
creature just free willies as it's
It floats on over.
It's too beautiful. I think something happened to the turn counter.
It sure did. I don't know why that happened, but something refreshed.
We love Roll20. We love it.
Roll20
we love
is
Roll20.
perfect all the time. I believe Gwyn had an initiative of 5. Knife Thorn had 3. So that brings us to Knife Thorn's turn. With only 2 of these small little creatures here now. Actually, what it's going to do, Knife Thorn kind of looks back and forth, sees the explosion going off, kind of looks at Kachi, and it's like, hey, thanks for the assist. Achoo! And it sneezes, and just pixie dust fills the rooftop that this, the upper level of this party is on, and they're going to cast Sleep.
Yeah, no problem. You need a tissue? What's going on?
No, it was just it was magic. Definitely magic.
It
You
was
gotta sneeze to do
magic.
magic? Is that an allergy thing? Or it's hay season?
That is 10. 26
shit.
hit points rolled on sleep, which is exactly the health needed to put these 2 gremlins to sleep up top.
Nice.
That looks like so the 2 gremlins on the northern roof are now put to sleep, thanks to Knife Thorn. I believe 0 was commoners, which isn't a problem anymore. That's been settled. Back to the top of initiative, I believe it was Kettle at 20.
Yep.
With that, how does the party look health? Actually, no, Zeklin's down. Is going to go for a healing word on Zeklin.
Oh, thank goodness.
Zeklin gets 7 hit points before his turn comes back around. So Zeklin, no longer, on death's door. And we'll hold there. I'll say we'll give the help action to Oleander. Almost like druidically being able to communicate with Oleander here to give them the help action. So keep that in mind. Which brings us to Kachi.
Yeah. Okay. Knife Thorn and Kettle are still pretty low on health, right? Are they?
Yeah, they're very low. I think Kettle has whatever you gave her. Or no, Kettle still has 1, and then Knife Thorn has 8.
Okay, cool. I will then use my last 3rd level and do a mass healing word. Not a lot, but a lot of people. Because I should still be within 60 feet of them, so it hits them as well.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
Do you have a limit of how many people I can hit?
Oh, thank you. 6 creatures of your choice that you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can hit
everyone, basically.
Everyone, yeah.
Including Oleander.
Yeah, I was like, does that include the moth or?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll include the moth. I won't include myself, just because I know the moth is helping those 2.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason
so
I
that'll
looked
be
past Zeklin when I was counting, so I was like, oh yeah, there's 6 allies in the battlefield.
Well,
Zeklin actually has been let down by us so many times today that he's turned on us.
yes.
He's now an enemy.
So that'll be 6 health to everybody, including Oleander.
woo!
Nice. You've septupled Kettle's hit points.
Yeah.
Knife Thorn, back to full.
Knife Thorn, we gotta get you. We gotta get those numbers up.
They have 15 hit points, which is more than the 1 hit point the standard pixie stat block has.
My God.
Wow. Much stronger than the average pixie.
Yeah, I'm stronger than the average pixie. Knife Thorn's motto.
That's
Knowing
like
I can
5'10".
fly, knowing that I'm 30 feet off this roof, if I free fall, can I do a little extra damage to this little electric boy if I take some of that damage? What say you, Matt?
Aren't they huge, or aren't they?
They are large, so you'd be dropping
it's just like
probably.
50.
I'd say you'll drop 10 feet onto them. So if you want to attack that way, we can roll 2d6 of falling damage that both you and this creature would take.
What am I at? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, come on. Cool. Let's see if I. Yeah. Okay, I'll use my rapier again to get. Oh, fuck. No! I wouldn't suppose a 9 hits.
It does not.
Damn. Okay, but
As you fall to the ground, you take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Fuck. It's only one better than the 2 1s I rolled on 2d6s.
Oh.
Damn. Okay. All right. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing all right, gang. God damn it. Cool. And I guess I'll just like the barrel roll off to get on the other side of this thing. Like if I could get like here. I don't want to be like rodeo style.
Nice. Yeah, you hit the ground. You have some room to maneuver here, kind of like
Cool.
around this creature. After Kachi's turn, that's Zeklin. Zeklin closes in, swings his axe, gets one good hit on this big guy.
Yeah.
I actually, in forgetting the initiative, I'm gonna jump back for a second. I forgot I had put it into into D&D Beyond on my computer. This big creature actually goes on initiative 4, so it'll attack Trigger because that's who was here at the time. So as this creature kind of is been empowered by the fallen allies it has made, it's going to roll on Trigger. 19 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
That does hit. These metal spikes kind of embed themselves into you, Trigger, for 17 lightning damage.
Yeah, it wouldn't even matter. I'm down.
As latches onto Trigger, and you see this creature pulls Trigger into the ground to begin burying him alive.
Now, is this retroactively, or is this like moving as of like now?
It was like happening in like the same moment as Kachi was leaping off
Okay.
the building and as Zeklin was moving. But I can switch to this window for initiative now, which will make it Trigger's turn now. Trigger, go ahead and give me a death save. Kachi, you see that Trigger has gone unconscious. Oh no, you did mass healing. You did mass healing word as your bonus action. Trigger, before you even have to roll, you get that healing from Kachi. So you would then have.
It was a 6.
It was 6.
Nice. Instead of going unconscious, basically right after this happens, you come back with 6 hit points, but you are buried in the ground, which your enemy is still close to you. All it means is that you are restrained, unable to breathe, and can't stand up.
So I start blasting.
Like Robin Williams in Jumanji, just face out of the ground and hands with your hands on your gun, and just firing at disadvantage, try to hit in this thing.
Sure, or hit like soil so I can see sunlight.
Technically, your face. I guess your eyes are still out just enough to kind of see. So you can try to break out as an action, or you can attack with disadvantage because you're restrained.
First of all, can I bonus action Twilight Amulet?
Oh, absolutely.
Or is that?
You're unable to breathe, but you can still see. So yes, you can see the Twilight Amulet, so you can heal yourself.
Great. That was. And is it since I'm level 5? Do I get 2 dice or 3?
You are level 5, so half is 2 dice. And because you have fulfilled this mission from
I can do it in once everything.
You get once every short rest.
Well, that doesn't help me right now, Matt, because I'm about to take the longest rest imaginable.
You hear Nico off in the distance.
No, not right now. Don't bother me, childhood hero. Disadvantage, that is a 14 to hit.
14 still hits.
That is 9 points of damage.
Very nice.
And I will try to use my final key point to stun it, I guess.
Oh, okay. Fuck, that is a 7.
Yeah, that's stunned, bitch. Man, I love what I do.
So cancel out the disadvantage on your second attack.
Great.
Shit.
That is a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
You're just staring at it super hard. Don't move.
Sorry, give me 1 second. That's 11 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
But I can't breathe, so I'm just like,
Unable to breathe, you are still on the ground, but you are managing to fire the plunger puss just fine. That is the lair action. I need a dexterity saving throw from Zeklin, Kachi, Trigger, and Gwyn.
Was the lair action able to go when the thing was stunned? Or was that just the gremlins not able
Thank
to?
you very much. It was not able to go. The lair action is not going to go off this round because this thing is stunned.
Right.
Thank you, Alan. Keeping me honest. That is the commoners were 0. That is these little gremlins who are asleep. They look like they're having really nice dreams.
Oh.
And that is Gwyn.
It's stunned, so I should shoot it. Right?
Shoot it!
I would.
Shoot!
Let's do that.
It alters the homing beacon, and that's not good.
Really good. 27.
27 will hit.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Wow, that's the best possible. That's 12 cold damage and 4 psychic.
Oh, wow.
That's-
Definitely bloodied as this arrow fires into this creature. As it's approaching death's door, you do not feel the canister in your hand rattle a second time.
Okay. Nice. I'm going to shoot this one. This tiny gremlin
Nice.
sleeping.
Asleep, so you have advantage on this attack.
Me, I'm such a loser. I wait till everyone does the work and then I'm like, killed it. Look at me, I'm so good. 28 to hit.
28 will hit.
Advantage.
Yes.
10 cold damage and 2 psychic.
Exactly what you need to finish it off. It goes from having a little restful sleep to a permanent restful sleep as the current is disrupted and it fizzles into nothingness.
That I'm gonna move a little bit away, a little bit this way, just a scotch. And then on the moth's turn, it will fly over here and attack this one.
Nice, yes, closing in and
have the hype
attacking.
action. Oh, it's also asleep, right? This 6 plus 6 is 12 piercing damage.
Oh, heck yeah, it is on death's door.
Nice. Set up from the moth. And that's the moth's turn.
Very nice. That would be the large construct's turn, but it is stunned. Knife Thorn, with the benefit of distance now, is able to throw a firebolt and 1-2 punch with Oleander. These two flying creatures doing a gymnastics routine of epicness. as they finish off this sleeping creature, as all the gremlins have been destroyed. Which would then bring us back around to Kettle, who is going to move and dash to get a little bit closer to help you all out, but doesn't quite get in range. Actually, let me measure it. Might be in range of Thorn Whip. Is exactly in range of Thorn Whip, and they're stunned. Is going to hit for 12 piercing damage, and will. I think it works on large creatures, but like knocks it kind of towards Zeklin with it, like the Thorn Whip, kind of like pull it 10 feet closer. Not really her intention. But it is on death's door as we go to Kachi.
Amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Hexblade Curse as a bonus action. Try to do a little extra something. With its stun, this is with advantage, right?
Yes, it is.
Amazing. Okay. So first, okay, I think that should hit. Damn, didn't get it. But I got a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay. Where is my D8? There you are. God damn it. That'll be 10.
How do you want to do this?
Yes, thank God. I think with everyone just like focusing on this now, and with it like Thorn Whipped and stunned and like just bursting with electrical current, I think I want to like finish like just like ground it, and like with my Arbor Forge, I'm able to like put the wooden sword through it into the ground and just like have it like disperse the electrical current through
Wood, famously a non-conductor of electricity, this electrical energy disperses into your blade using the ground as a literal ground. This creature is dispersed, leaving behind a crumpled canister on the end of your Arbor Forge as this battle is completed, and that is where we will leave it and take a little break for tonight.
Nice. And I gained another 5 HP because I did a little curse.
And you get HP back because Hexblade.
More HP.